Today we're going to look at a series of games I played with King Toni and Rock Index. Most of these games are also available on King Toni's channel at Todor Goshev. I will link it in the description. We were on an epic winning streak, so let's have a look at some of the games I've recorded. Unfortunately, I didn't record the last few games we played, which includes the best game of the evening, but fortunately you can see that on King Toni's channel, so take a look. So there's nothing too scary on the opposing side. We've got a double punch blaster which might cause a bit of issue, and there's also an ultra strike over there, but apart from that, nothing to worry about. And we've already taken out the first wave immediately. We've got a good mix of blasters going on. We've got King Toni using the trusty Rivonics, and Rock Index is using the Mega Thunderbow, which you don't see very often. That blaster very quickly gains some very heavy knockback. Although it looks like Rock Index got taken out, possibly by the Motor Blitz, I'm not sure. Okay, so now they've come in with, I think that's the Ghoul Grinder, a really excellent blaster to use in pinball. We've got an opponent running up with a strike, so we're just going to lay some heavy damage down, and they can't stand up to all three of us and easily get taken out. Now the opponents are only spawning in dribs and drabs, which enables us to hold the centre and pick up the tokens. King Toni's come in with that Titan blaster with the 50 round drum and a ridiculous rate of fire. So much fun. Can't wait to get that to level 14 and give it a showcase. So with the opponents being interrupted by blaster spawn retimes, I use that opportunity to run forward and rescue some tokens. And now we're just making a fighting retreat quite comfortably. We've got all three opponents on the battlefield, but we very quickly disrupt their push and push them back to their base. So just need to pick up these couple of tokens, and we've got nice comfortable control. We should now be in a position where we can grab the 10th and start the countdown. So there's the 10th token, and I'm also going to grab this one so that I'm holding 10, and that way if King Toni does get taken out with that other token, it does not matter. You can see on the minimap, Toni and Rock Index are just holding the opponents off, so I don't need to worry. I can just hide, and there we go, we get the first victory. Very good. Right, I'll jump straight into the next game. Okay, we're into the ramped arena. I still think this is Pinball Arena 3 because you never see any called Pinball Arena 3. You see 1, 2 and 4. This one must be 3. So Treacle on the opposing side has both the Ultra Strike and the CS50 Titan. So that's a player to potentially watch out for. They'll be able to lay the most amount of fire down. We're approaching there with the Titan backed up by another player, and I jump into the power increase aura and we take both of them down. Toni's run forward and tanking using that Rivonics and also making use of the shield, so I get to just hang back at the back and snipe. We've got Rock Index also coming in with, can't tell if that's a Ghoul Grinder or the Brain Saw from here, but they both have a very similar ability. Biggest difference being that the Ghoul Grinder heals while it melees, whereas the Brain Saw, the healing kicks in twice as fast. Both very good blasters. Opponents just spawning one at a time now and getting taken out as soon as they do, so we're comfortably in control. So now all three have managed to spawn back in, but they're under the kosh, and I'm just sniping and picking up tokens. I'll hit the healing card to stop that fire shot damage, and I accidentally teleport through, but it doesn't matter. The opponents are in such disarray that I can just wait for the teleporter to charge back up and teleport straight back through, so not a problem. Toni's run up the ramp, which gives you a great elevation for just pinging those Rivonics darts all over the place. And I'm still continuing to hold the middle. We just need one more token, which has just spawned. Then we'll be on the countdown. Toni's dropped his, so I'll just quickly pick it up, and there we go. Rock Index staying forward to use that healing ability, and they just get yeeted into the sky by that Stego Smash. Doesn't seem to have killed him though, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to run up the opposing ramp and just wait for this countdown to expire, and there we go. Nice and easy. Okay, I'll move on to the third game, and starting at the third game is where you can see the footage from King Toni's angle over on King Toni's channel, Todor Goshev. So if you prefer to watch these games from the angle of somebody who is not sniping all the time, or just watch the games without hearing me yap over them, go and do that. Okay, so you can see I've made the switch to the Speed Blaster. This was to complete a quest, but I've also got it to level 14 now, so it's very good. On the opposing side, there's not a lot to worry about. There's a CS Titan 50, and there's also a Boomdozer, so we need to be careful because I'm quite squishy using the speed. The Boomdozer might one-shot me. So I'm just going to snipe until the speed ticks up a few times, and then hopefully I can run around the arena like a lunatic. And just keep an eye on the stream of darts coming from King Toni on the left there, using that CS50 boosted with the Cyclone Shock for the speed boost. It just pumps darts out so quickly, which enables Rock Index to just run around causing disruption, and we've very quickly got the opponents on the back foot. So our opponent falls into the hole or gets pushed in by knockback, I'm not sure, but did you see how quickly I ran up, grabbed those tokens and retreated? That's the power of the speed. You can, after about 20 seconds or so, you can move around the battlefield really quickly. After about 30 to 40 seconds, you have to be extremely careful because you start to lose control of yourself, particularly if the game is lagging, and you can very easily run into the hole in the middle or accidentally run into the hammers or something. So yeah, you do need to be cautious, which is why I'm standing still to fire. So you can see Rock Index running up and getting in the face there, doing a really good job of playing the front roll, being distracting, and also picking up a couple of tokens. He's got King Toni on the left flank, me on the right flank, just taking everybody out. So someone's come through the teleporter here and is now causing us a bit of trouble, but they're dead. And Rock Index is under the cosh and gets taken out, but not without doing a significant amount of damage before he dies. So I run in, pick up a couple of tokens and just run straight back. Look how quickly, again, I ran around the battlefield. And I'm at that point where I can't properly control my character, but it doesn't matter. We should win the game quite easily here. And yes, we do. And just, again, look at the range on that blaster. Speed Blaster is very, very nice. If it was easier to control, it might potentially replace the Ultra Select in my loadout permanently. But for now, I'm just using it to complete the quest. So I got 8 kills there. I need 1 more, so I'm going to continue using this blaster. Let's go into the next game. I'm impressed with the way Rock Index is playing so far. If you look at Rock Index's blaster levels, they're around the 10-11 mark, so significantly lower than Toni and I, who have got our blasters at level 14. Although I think Toni's still rocking the Revonics at 13, but he'll get to 14 soon. Rock Index has been playing far more than most players. He's in the same tournament league as me for all 3 game modes, and just completely kicking everyone's arse. Is way, way above everybody. And to be honest, by the time this video drops, that tournament will be over, and I'm expecting that Rock Index will get victories in all 3 categories without any difficulty whatsoever. So the rest of us are just like scrambling for second place. I'm hoping to pick up second in pinball. Movement speed's at a nice level now, so you can see I can get around the battlefield very quickly, but I'm still in control at this point. So running up, taking people out, jump straight back through the teleporter. Bosh, no one could catch me if they were trying to. Just need to be aware of that player who's got the 2 blaster. They've been doing a fair bit of damage with that. So just something to keep an eye on. I'm trying not to get hit by the pinball and not to fall into the hole, and so far so good. And if you want to see what this insane speedy movement looks like, go and look at King Toni's video. You can see me darting around on that video. So I'm now at the point where the speed I'm moving at is making it quite hard to auto shoot. But I am still managing to get some shots off, and we get another kill, which is nice. We want 5 kills at least in the game because of that 3rd nerf power on the speed. Every time you get a kill, you get a 15% damage boost, so you can get up to 75% additional damage, which is lovely. So we've got the tokens, and now we're just running up the... and can you see like the screen shaking? That shows you that it's struggling to keep up almost. I don't know if it's the frame rate or what, but all I need to do is keep moving. There's no point standing still at this point. So the countdown restarts and stops again. So I want to try and pick up some additional tokens, but I need to protect myself first and foremost. So there's a load here. I'll just beeline for them. I think my teammates actually picked those up, but never mind. So I'll try and support them a little bit because they've got the other tokens. So we stand still, do a bit of sniping, and now there's nobody on the battlefield on the opposing side. So nice and easy victory there. Well played. Okay, I think that's the last game I played with the speed, so I'll just move straight to the next game. Back in Arena 3, I'm just calling this Arena 3, that's what that is from now on. And let's see what our opponents are rocking. So we can't see what one person's got. I see a Ultra 1 blaster, which is kind of fun. I think there was a judge over there, but generally nothing to really worry about. So we're back with the Ultra Select just in standard sniping mode. And I think I'm going to notice that movement speed difference pretty quick. Yeah, it feels like moving with sandbags on your feet after running around with the Ultra Speed. But never mind, this is tried and tested, nice reliable blaster to use. We're taking a couple of hits because one of our opponents is using the shield, but it's not a particular big deal. The shield dies, both of those do get taken out, and now we get to advance towards the centre. I get taken out by somebody sneak attacking, again with the 2 blaster, so we just need to kind of be aware of that. So now I'm coming in with my trusty Rivonix, and we're just going to play more of a tank role. And I accidentally run through the teleporter, so now's a really good opportunity to try and flank the opponent. So take that player out, pick up the tokens, and now we're hot on the pursuit of, can't tell who that is from here, but again, they get taken out. And so do I again by that 2 blaster. So I think that player must have quite a high mastery level, because for them to be taking us out that quickly is surprising. So now I've come in with my side blaster, which is a cyclone shot, activated the dragon power, and now we're just going to have a bit of fun. The cyclone shock, like most blasters, isn't particularly amazing, but it is good fun to play with. It feels more like in the early days of the game where you haven't got anything with a ridiculous rate of fire or something so ludicrously overpowered like the Rivonix. So yeah, just some good old-fashioned running around, reloading, and I get taken out by this. So this, I can't pronounce that, Mega somebody or other. They're causing us some real issues. And that mustn't be a bot, that must be a proper player, because of the way they're playing, and just the amount that they're hitting us for is so different to the standard players that it tells you that that is not a bot. But it doesn't matter, we've got the countdown going on and we seem to be doing quite well. So just laying down some cover fire for King Toni, because King Toni's got most of the tokens, and there we go, we get the victory. Okay, let's look at the next game. Pinball Arena 4. I love this one. It's just such a simple layout and lots of fun. There's lots of like areas that you can kind of try and control thanks to the layout of the pillars. And the pinball can be really disruptive on this map. So yeah, this is good fun. 2 Triceratops coming down the left flank now. This is dangerous. These blasters hit so hard. I'm not sure why. If you look at the stats, they don't look that amazing, but these things can take you out so quickly. One is down, the other is under the cosh from 3 of us. So both of those have been neutralised now, so we can relax a little bit, move back to the centre, wait for the next push to come. So we can see the Ultra Select coming in on the left-hand side, so we want to take that out as quickly as possible. And they're playing quite smart, moving in between the pillars and posts. Again, I don't think this person is a bot because of the way they're playing, so they take us out, so now I'm going in with the trusty Rivonix. I just need to be careful because the Ultra Select can beat a Rivonix in a one-on-one situation, although thankfully I've got the shield, so I've activated that. Now I need to try and take both of these players out before my shield runs out. Get the Ultra Select, and I think the Dino Blaster survived, so just going to grab these tokens, and now I need to make my way back to my side without getting hit. So Triceratops Blaster on the battlefield again. We're going to have to be careful of these throughout the whole match. Okay, my shield's recharged, so I can hit that, move forward, try and take out both of these players, which I do. So now we're going to try and get this third one before the shield runs out, and we do. So we've managed to disrupt them completely. Somebody has teleported back to our side of the field, so I'm just going to run back. That's that Triton shotgun blaster. So we're just trying to lay down some heavy fire while protecting ourselves now. And I'm going to move up on these remaining tokens. So you can see Rock Index is forward there with the brain saw. We've managed to get 10 tokens. I need to retreat, but I'm also just manually firing off some darts to try and assist Rock Index in their retreat as well. Luckily, we managed to hold on to 10 tokens even though Rock Index dies, and we get the victory. So Very well played there. Our opponents did really well as well. Springer particularly was playing decent. So we've had a good few pinball games. I decided to switch the game mode to 3v3 just to complete that quest set, and then we'll move back to pinball. It would help if I actually switched the game type. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so obviously my teammates haven't had the chance to change their blaster setup round if they need to do that. Although looking at their blaster setup, they should do quite well in 3v3 really. Now unfortunately at this point my game froze, so you can see that counter is still at 11 seconds and has been for a while. Normally I would just exit the game and restart, but I don't want to do that in case it accidentally kicks out Toni and Index. I don't want to ruin their game, so I'll just hold on for a few seconds to see if it will correct itself, which fortunately it does, but it also doesn't. So you can see here everything's all messed up on the screen. If you notice, my power card is missing, the visuals are all messed up. So the fact that I've not got access to the healing card is a little bit worrying here, to be honest. It's going to make it difficult. And looking at that backboard, it looks like Rock Index might have accidentally been put on the opposing team, which isn't great. Either that or they've had their player name and their costume changed, which might have happened. So yeah, I'm just being careful here because you can see I've taken a lot of damage. I've got no way to heal. And if you watch this game from King Tony's perspective, you can see things are a little messed up on his side as well, not nearly to the extent that they are on my side. But yeah, this game was all sorts of weird. Okay, the kill indicator on the right hand side makes it look like like Rock Index is on our team. Rock Index, if you're watching this video, can you remember what this game was like from your perspective? Because it was just utterly bizarre. And you can see we're all on the same team at the end there, so God knows what happened. And there was nobody in an orange dinosaur costume. Yeah, that was all messed up, but it doesn't matter. We managed to get the win and survive. That sort of thing seems to happen rarely, but it does happen. And I'll be honest, it's the lack of the ability to use your power card that messes me up the most when that does happen. But you know, bit of chaos is fun, isn't it? Why not? Okay, so we're into the next game and we're on the Ancient Ruins, which means almost certainly that we're playing against bots because this is an asymmetrical map. I've said this a few times, if you load into this game, you always spawn with a bridge on your right hand side, which tells you that you're not playing against real humans, because if you were, sometimes it would spawn on your left hand side. Not only have I never seen the bridge on the right hand side, but I've never seen anyone else's game footage with the bridge on the right hand side, and I do watch the other content creators' videos quite a bit. If anyone knows of any footage that shows a player playing from the opposing side, please let me know, because I am utterly convinced at this point that whenever you load into this specific map and also Old Town, that you're only playing against bots, because both of those maps have got dead telltale signs that you always load on the same side. The dungeon doesn't have it, and you do play against real players in there. I've played against my friends in there. Same with the duel, and also same with Deep Jungle. So it's only these two maps, this one and Old Town, where you don't ever play against humans, as far as I can tell at least. So we're in a really good position here. I've been tagged, but it doesn't matter, we're well ahead. For my regular viewers, you tend to be people who I interact with in the game as well. I have started a Discord channel for this game just because it's really hard for us to coordinate and meet up. I will post that in the description of this video. Now I've been verified, I've also got a post with it. So I would encourage you to join that Discord channel, because at the moment a lot of us are communicating through YouTube comments on my videos. And as much as that, you know, boosts my videos in the algorithm and it helps the videos to be seen by more people, which is great, it's not a very efficient way of us communicating. So please join the Discord, and then we can coordinate games, and we may even be able to voice chat through the games as well. Although you are, of course, always welcome to leave as many comments on my videos as you like. Boost it in the algorithm, doesn't hurt. And to be honest, the channel is actually doing alright, far better than I thought it would be. Okay, we're back in the dungeon. Everything's working fine this time, so we're going to come in with a Rivonics. We need to be careful of the opposing Nitron Blaster, which has got the ricochet ability that the the Rivonix has, but it doesn't have the stun ability, so the Rivonix is better. So you can see already that all we're doing is firing those bullets off and it's causing disruption. Someone runs up on us, we can very easily put them down, just using the scenery to ricochet darts off. And if we really need it, we've got that shield there as a backup. So King Tony's on the right hand pillar, and you can see on your screen those red darts flying in. That's King Tony doing the exact same thing from the other side that I'm doing. So between the two of us, we're just causing a nightmare for our opponents. They're getting hit as soon as they spawn, and they're getting killed very, very quickly. So this would not be a fun thing to play against. It's kind of unfair, really, and to be honest, if the devs actually paid attention to this game, they'd probably make it so you couldn't just do that, because look how quickly and easily you win the game. But as long as it's in the game, I am going to exploit it. Why would you not? Right, let's look at the next one. Back to the Ancient Ruins, so another bot game, so this should be fairly quick and easy. I always use a sniper type class on here, so the Ultra Select, the speed is good on this map as well. Nothing on the opposing side that we need to particularly worry about. I think maybe the judge was the worst thing, and honestly, like at this point, handling the judge is easy. So there we go, wave 1 down, wave 2 coming in dribs and drabs and already under the cosh. Yeah, hopefully this will be over in like 90 seconds or something. So 20 seconds in, we've got 4 kills already. The opponent's not managing to coordinate anything at all, really. And we're keeping them under the cosh quite nicely. They're all focusing on Rock Index, because Rock Index is most forward and Rock Index takes a hit, but it doesn't matter because now we're up to 7, now 8 kills. So it should be dead easy to finish this off. And with the judge nearly dead, we take them out. Okay, King Tony gets hit but not taken out, just gets knocked back, and we get the victory kill there. That's all my games. Go and watch the rest of them on King Tony's channel at Todorgoshev. Thanks for watching.